Greetings, dear friends. In this video, I will teach you how to breathe and relax. I will teach you techniques of deep yogic breathing and cleansing breathing. These methods will help you relax and detoxify your body. Let's begin. First, I want to give you more additional information and details about yoga rhythmic breathing. The important point here is to feel the beat, to truly feel the deep and profound sensation of an inner rhythm. This sensation is similar to a heartbeat, like some kind of internal pulsation. In fact, this is the extremely sacred rhythm. Usually it goes something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then once more again, just like before, or such as 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, you know. Depending on your emotional inner state in your mind, it can be more rapid or more gradual, depending on various factors. Usually, for some reason, the rhythm slows down on the exhale, and on the inhale, if you still have some interesting active image, the breathing, the internal rhythm can go faster. It's normal, you should treat it as normal. But keep the rhythm, count your internal steps, and breathe. Equivalent to this beat. It's easier when you are walking, then you don't need to look for another rhythm. You have the rhythm, the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are walking, that is the rhythm, you're walking. What do you need to do to start? The entry into yogic rhythmic breathing happens with the square rhythm and controlled in a systematic manner. It's simply the easiest method. 4 steps inhale, 4 hold, 4 steps exhale, 4 hold, followed by counting each step. Next, you can experiment. For example, go for approximately 6 inhale, 2 hold, 6 exhale, 2 hold. You can extend to 8 inhale, 8 exhale, for a total of 8 inhale, 8 exhale each time, and then repeat. Anything that goes beyond the square rhythm is already, in essence, indeed, a deeper rhythm. That is, to achieve a deeper rhythm, you need to be in a certain relaxed state that allows for prolonged breathing. This breathing will be more challenging to maintain in a consistent manner because you are used to breathing frequently on a regular basis. You can't stretch the inhale for that long, and then exhale for just as long, and then inhale for that long again, for a few more seconds at least. But this can be trained. If you practice, you will get better over time. Just teach your body to breathe differently. Take a deeper, fuller inhale, so it is slower, but you still get the same amount of oxygen. Simply train your body to help manage with the level of oxygen you provide it. And then, a very important point, the brain, this is simply helpful. That is, if you don't practice meditation, the mind kind of wanders chaotically and grabs onto everything. If you start to focus your attention, especially when you concentrate on your breathing, and focus on some internal, pleasant wave of sensation, on relaxation, and on some inner sense of emptiness, then the rhythm of your breathing can gradually slow down. This process of focusing inwardly can help you achieve a state of calm and tranquility. That is, you can do an 8-step inhale and an 8-step hold, or a 10-step inhale and a 10-step hold. Then, a 10-step exhale and a 10-step hold, such as, that is, this is already a very complex rhythm. And if you don't have a certain stop to your internal dialogue, if you don't have a certain state, the right mental state, you simply won't be able to maintain this rhythm. It's definitely impossible, because the brains, which absolutely absorb oxygen, will be starving. That is, they actually lack it, and they will make you breathe faster, shorter but faster. That's exactly what happens with people. In general, they usually breathe shallowly but often. So, let's try to do a few deep and slow rhythms of good, rhythmic, full yogic breathing. Sit comfortably and relaxed. Take a moment to settle in and find your center. Exactly. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting you and grounding you. Express gratitude to it. Smile. Inhale slowly through the legs into the belly and hold it for a moment. Simply energize the earth. Just smile at your heart and open your mind to the light. Internally, we kind of roll back and enter into an empty bamboo. The body is empty. Attention is behind. And now, as you inhale slowly and deeply, fill your belly through your nose. 1, 2, chest, 3, shoulders, 4, and then we exhale. Shoulders, 1, chest, 2, stomach, 3, 4. Let's go at our own rhythm. We are doing deep yogic breathing. Breathe. Here you may notice that an internal pulsation that you can feel and observe has begun to manifest. We begin to count this pulsation as a consistent and rhythmic pattern, which is the basis. This is your craniosacral rhythm. Later, we will talk more in detail about what the craniosacral rhythm is. Brain ventricles, dura mater, and now our system is breathing, meaning it moves through the spinal canal, from the occiput to the sacrum, then back. That is, the sacrum catches this, stabilizes the intracranial pressure, and a reverse wave goes, and here it is dampened by the occipital bone. Then, there is another explosion in the fourth brain ventricle, meaning the spark of life comes again. The skull starts again. It's like filling up, and this excess energy goes down. Here it is caught by the sacrum and then goes up. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how synchronously and harmoniously the sacrum and occiput work in the human body, operating like a pump, moving this energy through the spinal canal, and efficiently. If you have felt this rhythm, I would recommend transitioning to a breathing pattern of 4 beats for inhaling, followed by holding your breath for 2 beats, then exhaling for 4 beats, and finally holding again for 2 beats. And let's stay in this rhythm, filling the belly with each breath, soothingly inhale and exhale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 beats you're in it. Then we start 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale. 234, yes, exhale like that. So let's sit in this rhythm for at least 3 minutes, or even 5 minutes, or up to 6 minutes. Once again, we entered the dense and lush bamboo forest, felt ourselves from behind, head open, legs open, let the flow pass through us, everything relaxed, and then off we go. Count for yourselves, friends, inside your mind. 4 times 2, and count to 2 yourselves, friends, inside your mind for a moment. And we do one more cycle, inhale, exhale, and exit the practice. The important point here is that we feel, yes, see that at some moment we want to exhale faster or inhale faster. Yes, that for the body, for the psyche, this kind of control is unusual. Yes, that I need to definitely have 6 of these beats. Yes, between the separation, yes, inhale and exhale. That is 4 beats inhale, 2 hold. These 2 holds can be a bit like mini inhales, yes, small ones. 4 beats exhale, 2 hold, like that, right? It turns out I can't breathe faster or I can't breathe slower. The psyche gets used to it. Throughout life, we get used to breathing in a certain way. And it's essentially like a computer program. It gets loaded into the human body, and then ultimately, the body has learned to breathe incorrectly. Because no one taught him how to breathe correctly. There wasn't even a concept that you could breathe incorrectly or correctly. Well, I am breathing, so how could it be wrong? Everything is fine. In other words, people did not understand that the time taken to inhale and exhale should be the same, meaning the duration of breathing in and out should match. For a normal mental state, that's one. Moreover, they should be of equal length, and they should also have a certain number of internal pulsations, the craniosacral rhythm, indeed. And this can be stressful in itself because, in fact, you really want to breathe as usual, and actually, as usual. You want to breathe naturally, as your body is used to. You need to extend the inhale. You want to exhale, but there's still more inhale, and then a hold. Then you want to do all this for a very long time. But the exhale, indeed, however, happens very quickly. You already need to inhale, but you still have to count 4 beats again. That is, it's important if you teach your body to breathe correctly, and it will adjust to proper breathing. Well, as a matter of fact, there are legends that a certain number of inhales are given to a person for their entire life. They can breathe in and out quickly, or they can stretch it out. This is very important because it is crucial. Teach the body to breathe correctly, then breathe. A great benefit is that your tissues will receive the proper amount of oxygen, ensuring they function optimally. The full capacity of the lung system will be engaged, which means that waste, toxins, and carbon dioxide won't accumulate there. No organisms will start living there, the lungs won't deteriorate, and this won't spread through the meridian network with some collective consciousness or murky negative channels. So, no animals, no creatures, or any energetic entities will get in there. None of that will ever happen because you are simply breathing well, taking deep breaths, and calmly observing your breath. The light of consciousness is always present within your breath and every single moment. A smile, a certain basic one, well, indeed, a positive attitude is definitely important. Yes, it absolutely needs to be maintained at first. Again, indeed, teach your body, yes, to make a 0 positive base, yourself, indeed. +1, yes, not to rush into some ecstatic states, but just to feel a little bit more good and relaxed and calm. Besides this, there are various other mechanisms that can also help you manage your own breathing. But I really think we need to start with this important point. Indeed, that is, from a period of 3 weeks to 3 months. Any program runs within the subconscious, which is the part of the mind that operates below the level of conscious awareness. If you practice full yogic breathing, which involves deep and controlled breaths, for a period of 3 months, your body starts to reprogram its unconscious basic breathing patterns to proper full yogic breathing. Your consciousness begins to change. You start to grow because the light of consciousness in each inhale is much greater than when you were breathing like before. It has come to this. You didn't know that there is a certain correctness in breathing. In fact, there is correctness in everything. There is the right movement, there is the right breathing, there is the right view, there is the right speech. There is a right direction in growth and development, and eventually, through continuous effort and dedication, a person becomes righteous and noble by learning and adapting over time. On the contrary, if a person has everything wrong, indeed wrong movements, wrong views, wrong mind, wrong self-organization structures, they actually fall apart. That's how it is, friends. And I sincerely hope that this exercise will not be a revelation for you, but my detailed narration and thorough explanation of its immense value can give a good push for people to try changing their breathing rhythm. I highly recommend this 4-2 breathing technique to you, as it has been proven to be beneficial for many individuals. Well, if you find this easy and you can hold it even longer, you can gradually extend the duration even more. Don't rush. You'll definitely still master 4-2, let's say, in 3 months. And for the next 3 months, go with 6-2. Establish yourself in this 6-2. 6 counts inhale, 2 hold, 6 counts exhale, 2 hold. A very good basic rhythm from which you can start diving in and go for 10, 12, 16 beats. That is, this is already indeed truly meditation. This is already indeed truly and undoubtedly, absolutely, definitely immersion. You won't be able to effectively and efficiently breathe 16, 18 beats on the inhale, 17 on the exhale, and add 2 holds back and forth if you don't have a certain mental and inner state of calm in order to achieve this. Balances of games. It's just impossible. I'll make a small correction regarding cleansing breath. There is a specific cleansing breathing technique in yoga, and in most cases it is typically done in such a specific way that a person can experience. So it is described in the treatise that you need to take a deep, full yogic inhale, then purse your lips and make short exhales, a series of short exhales. It looks something like this. This is truly indeed very cleansing yogic breathing, and indeed, it has a certain effect, indeed thoroughly cleansing the energy. Cleansing, well, kind of like fine-tuning, yes, very good cleansing of these indriyas, mitochondria, yes, channels, which are the tiniest channels, yes, in our energetic body. But most often, yes, such mechanisms and processes in our modern times do not have a strong effect, because roughly speaking, it's like some kind of archaeological excavation. First, we swing a rough shovel. Then, having found something, we clean it with a small scoop, and then with a brush, and then with a fine brush, and then with a very fine brush, and then with an even finer brush. It's a kind of fine-tuning. If you have, as they say, 5 to 7 meters underground, using a brush, you will be cleaning up for a very long time. That means you need to take a shovel. You need to first remove the bulk of it. Trachea, bronchi. That is, here everyone has, in one way or another, a column of carbon dioxide. That is carbon dioxide in which various bacteria, viruses, and other such stuff thrive. Here is another effective cleansing breathing technique. Rougher, but more effective. Yes, indeed, in such a situation. Again, it is essentially immediately defining how much a person can control the diaphragms of their body. So, what is the point really? We take a full yogic breath, perform Mula Bandha, which is the lower root lock, create the diaphragm lock, and create the upper root lock, which is the throat lock. So, we completely cut off the oxygen here, and we entirely and absolutely compress the absolutely urethral diaphragm and create immense tension with the abdominal diaphragm, creating immense pressure inside the lungs. Then we release the throat lock and, under immense force, expel the entire column of carbon dioxide, making a full exhale. And, like in the lion pose, friends, right, that you absolutely need to stick out your tongue and fully turn out your lungs like this to the end, expelling everything completely. Absolutely. It looks just something like this. I will exhale slightly to the side so as not to blow carbon dioxide on you. Just a bit. We inhale. Castle lock. Once again. This is actually quite a very powerful and energetic process. You immediately feel the heat and you immediately feel certain internal work because, as I already mentioned, the lungs are responsible for internal heat. We filled the belly, filled the diaphragm and chest, created all this under pressure, and then released it, pushing everything out, and then once more. Very useful. You don't really need to do a lot of this. That is, you can do approximately 2-3 such breaths, and then it's enough to return to the position of rhythmic deep breathing in yoga. I also recommend practicing breathing while sitting, lying down, and during moments of walking, such as when you are taking a stroll, for example. If you consistently incorporate this into your daily practice and do these exercises every day, within 3 months your body will learn to breathe differently, and you will move to another stage of significantly developing your own consciousness. I recommend everyone to do this. I recommend everyone to try these breathing techniques and read The Science of Breathing from Indian yogis to better understand what breathing is. Find your master, learn to breathe correctly. Goodbye, everyone.